Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode. My name is Mutua Madheka from Nairobi, Kenya. I've been wanting to do a video like this for a while. It's just going to be like a small update onto where things have been since we did Unscrambling Africa. For those who don't know, Unscrambling Africa is a road trip project that I'm doing with a couple of my friends, and the idea of the project is to explore African urbanity, to explore African cities and culture and people from an African perspective, for Africans first, then the rest of the world. I'm going to link it down below so that you can see what it's about. Yeah, because the written explanation is a lot sexier than what I just said. Just to bring things up to date, I had a dream a few years ago. This dream stayed strong even though nothing much happened. I met people in my life who bought into this dream, who came together, and it became a solid thing. The dream is to photograph all African cities, as many as we can anyway. We put this dream out on the internet. We asked you guys to support the dream by buying a small piece of the dream on Kickstarter. And you did. You came through in an overwhelming way, and you were able to raise the whole target, which was $35,000 for this road trip. We are very grateful. Thank you very much if you're one of the backers that supported this cause. We drove from Kenya through the windy roads of Iringa in Tanzania, crossed the border into Malawi. So Lake Malawi, flew above the clouds, above Livingstonia, drank the breath of Victoria Falls. And all this was before we finally all reunited in Johannesburg, because we were all in different places.
You can never hide it, it will always find you when you least expect it.
We stayed in Maboneng. We saw the sunrise in Johannesburg. We saw the sunset. We drove from Johannesburg and headed to Cape Town. We did try to camp in South Africa. It was nearly impossible. South Africa, seriously, your campsites don't need to be under lock and key. I don't understand this thing. We went up Signal Hill in Cape Town. We had car troubles in Cape Town also. Our car went in for little service and came out with a whole lot of problems. Then it cost us 10 times the amount that we were planning to spend on the car in that one service. We lost a drone, or rather Joe lost his drone to the winds in Cape Town. I lost my camera to fast hands on Table Mountain, and then probably for me the worst thing happened.
Thank you for the pain, even though I don't say it. I wanna thank you for the pain.
While shooting on Long Street in Cape Town on a Thursday, I remember it was first Thursday, so it was one of the busier nights in Cape Town. So I was shooting some portraits on the street, and from behind me, probably drunk driver overspeeding, knocked me the hell out. I was gone for like 15 minutes. I was with a couple of friends, but not the whole Unscrambling crew. And the next thing I remember was in the morning, 8 a.m, waking up in a hospital, wondering where the heck this is. According to what I was told, I was hit by the car, thrown a couple meters out, blacked out. The guy who hit me ran away. He literally ran away like it was a hit and run, but in the most literal sense. He left his car and ran. Ideally, that's where the trip ended. I had to fly back home because I was on crutches. The rest of the crew drove back home. I had incurred some muscle damage. I needed to be on crutches. I needed to be off my feet. I was on the couch for about 3 months, 2 to 3 months. I was on crutches for about 2 months. Right now I'm still going through physiotherapy and exercises to try and get my leg back in shape. This is probably the first time since Unscrambling. The whole crew is right here right now, and we're just going to talk about some experiences that we had on the road, just from a personal point of view. Help me welcome them on the channel. I think it's the first time that they're featuring on this vlog, so let's do it.
Sorry. Nothing was Magoti.
As promised, the crew is reunited, is assembled.
Reunited and
yes.
It feels so good.
Back together, probably for the first time since Unscrambling. So they're going to share what some of the highlights, some of the low lights. This is Lulu,
Hi.
that's Joe, and that is Josh. Yes.
And you
I'm
are-
Mutua.
Go my way, go my way, go my way.
For me, what I really loved was traveling through different landscapes. I love nature and just, the magnitude of the valleys, driving from Joburg to Cape Town.
I'd rather drive than watch a movie. No, I'm lying. Yeah, but long drives give me a high. So being in places like Tanzania, which was like some of the shortest distances were like 600 kilometers, between destinations. That was amazing for me, and going through the highlands of Malawi.
Swimming in the lake and going up in the mountains.
It was even more than I expected, honestly. So it was really, everything was exciting. The different cuisine, the similarity, the different landscapes.
The highlands of southern Tanzania, being half from Tanzania, I'd never gone that far south, the woodlands, just a lot of amazing landscapes, and being in it was, kind of awesome.
It's a town called, in Zambia,
Chipata.
Chipata.
Yeah.
Chipata, places like that I actually had no picture of. I didn't know what it would look like. You get there and, there's traffic lights and there's trying to unscramble my own
Bicycle
Chipata
lanes.
doesn't sound
Yeah.
like it has traffic
Yep.
lights.
Yeah.
And bicycle
bicycle
lanes.
lanes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
Nairobi doesn't.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Malls in Lusaka, there were like 5 malls in the same street. People feeling familiar, meeting people like, this guy could be my cousin. And then even how different people are at the same time. Different languages or different takes on law, on African law, traffic laws. Just seeing just within a say how different Joburg is from George to Cape Town. There's such a stark difference, like you're in 3 different countries in the same country. Almost every day, I just felt like it was getting better and better.
The low lights, I guess, for me was having to leave so early. By that time, we'd been, we really like bonded, and we're really getting into the groove of things. So it was sad to have to leave everyone so early.
A squad of 4 became 3. It wasn't the same, but it was, I don't know, it was just different. Yes, it was. It was very different. He might have not told you, but the next 48 hours were, you should have seen him.
Oh.
Huge teddy bear walking around. Feeling. It was sad. The biggest one for me, I feel that, was really sad is even after staying behind for the birth of my second daughter, I still missed out on that. She was in the ICU for like a week and a half or something, and I wasn't able to be there. Yeah, that was a hard one for me, which I'm going to make up to her for the rest of her life.
Like I mentioned earlier, Lulu was expecting during the trip, and now the little man is here. So that's
asleep.
a highlight.
Yeah.
Post unscrambling.
Exactly.
And that also kind of explains a lot of the silence that came from the team after the trip. They became parents. He also had just gotten his baby when we started the trip. Then I was on couch rest with the accident. So yeah, a lot seemed to have been happening in 2017.
And then of course we were getting hit, and the trip sort of feeling like it's coming to an end, and it was just, it was sad. Yeah, it's a sad moment when you see one of your brothers and teammates going through such a harrowing experience. As much as we all had lost things, like I lost my drone to the wind, but that was now like, it can't get any lower than that. We were getting used to the packing up, moving on to the next place, that sort of thing. So that for me was the low point of we still have so much to do, but we can't. Let's head back home. Yeah. But we're looking forward to 1.1 and Scrambling, because it's a continuation of what we had already started.
Right now, loading is Unscrambling Africa 1.1. So we are heading back on the road to complete what we started and to make sure that we get the things that we promised you guys out to you. We are doing a photography book, doing a coloring book. The coloring book will be for adults or kids, or for the kid in you if you're an adult. We're also doing postcards and prints, and we're producing a documentary, and we'll be doing a web series of the whole thing. I will include links in the description for where you can pre-order all this if you're interested in the book or the coloring book. The rest will be available online after the trip is over. For now, thank you so much for all the support that you've shown us over the year, and we cannot wait to be back on the road. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Cheers.
Isaba.
Hardest job is to separate the wheat and the chaff. So many false starts that they called it a bluff. Oh no, my faith it falters when I wade through muddy water. So I play the blues as I look to the sky above for some clues, in the hope that tomorrow will bring a brighter morning, and the morning will lead to a sunny day when everything is gonna come and go my way, go my way.